Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. On the bench today I've got my trusty old Fluke 75 and these special connectors. Let me just give you a bit of information. I found a very useful website. It doesn't actually tell you how to change them, but it tells you how to have a go at cleaning them. Now I have tried cleaning these prior anyway, before I went and bit the bullet and ordered these new connectors. They're elastomeric connectors. They're called zebra strips, various other things, but basically this is a conductive material sandwiched in between two rubber pieces, and when I get them out I'll show you what they look like. So this is static sensitive. I've got tweezers to handle them with, and these are ESD safe tweezers. That's why they've got this green plastic coating on them, so I won't be touching them myself. So I've got everything I need here to do the job. I've got my isopropyl. I'm not sure what percentage this is, to be fair, but I think it's pretty high percentage. Doesn't actually say on it, but it needs to be sort of 90% plus ideally, with very little water content. Cotton buds, they're going to come in handy. Obviously screwdriver and scissors, just standard stuff to get the thing open. So let's start off by opening this one up then. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way for a second. I'll get you in a little bit closer. I've wiped the work surface down, my cutting board, make sure there's no dust anywhere on it, anywhere where I'm working. Let's get you in a little bit closer and we'll go through taking this thing apart. It's pretty straightforward actually, there's nothing too surprising about taking these apart. Just flip them over, there's 4 screws in the back. Actually, that's not a brilliant fit. Let's see if that's Phillips is better. Yeah, it looks like the Phillips screwdriver, not a posi drive. Let's get rid of that one. Oh. Just get a little pot to put those in for a minute. A bit dirty. Let's get a clean one. Notice my screwdriver's a bit got a bit of magnetism left in it, so careful I don't zap anything with that. So you can see there's a bit of springiness there with this. You need to just be careful and remember where that spring goes. So that's the back cover off now. Looks like there's a bit of a ground plane in there which that spring makes contact with, which gives it a bigger surface area, I suppose. Yeah, remember where that one goes. So we don't need the back panel for a minute. So just ease that out. There we have it. So put the battery out, we don't need that one in there. Stick one in there as well. Actually, while I've got it in this condition, I'll just show you, I did cover this previously on a video, but people might not watch that video. Let's just quickly turn it to the on position, just show you what the display is actually like on this one. What can I turn that on? My fingers will do. There. So there's no there's no elements to the display missing. It's just very light in colour. It's very difficult to read. All the characters are really sharp. The numbers are really sharp. You can see it better down there. But it's just faded. Now it could be that I'm barking up the wrong tree here, because I have read that if these are left in the sun for any length of time, that can fade the display as well. If that's the case, I'm going to need a new display for this, and I can't find one anywhere. I've looked, because that was going to be my next trick, really, was to replace the actual LCD display, but can't get one. If anybody does know where there is one for a Fluke 70 series, then I'd be grateful if someone could send me a link. But then this might cure it, so it might not be necessary yet. So yeah, that's the situation as it is. Basically, the display is really faded. So I will go through what the normal fix is for that. Just take that out. These are very nice meters, these. So it's why I'm trying to resolve the issue with it, really. You know, I mean, this wasn't cheap because it had to come from the States, unfortunately, but you know, I think it's worth it. So obviously we've got to get this display off. So the display is held in with these 4 screws. Just going to be a smaller size Phillips. There we go. So I shouldn't have any static on me. I have earthed myself out just to discharge myself onto the household pipework, etc. Should really have a wrist strap and have this bottom pad here as a ESD safe servicing mat, but I've not got it connected to an earth yet. So that's the 4 screws out. Let's pop them over that way so I don't lose them. Let's pop this. Just be careful with this. You don't want to damage it. So in there you can see these pink things, and in between it is sandwiched. So I can get you in a little bit closer. A bit better work light as well now, so you should be able to see that quite well. So yeah, there's two sets of rubbers, and the conductive material is in the middle there, that black strip. So this is the old one. So a couple of things you've got to do. Firstly, you need to make sure that these tracks on the PCB are dead clean. Now I've done this before, but I'm going to do it again. Bear with me if I can reach. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fiberglass pencil, just go over them and brighten them right up. I'm going to go mad because I don't want to damage them in any way. That's more than enough. Let's put that nasty thing back out the way. Next, what we want to do is get a decent cotton bud. I'm not going to spray directly onto the board. I'm just going to do a little pool of it on the mat here. So I'm just going to go over, take off any residue. You can see it's quite mucky, but that's probably where I've just hit it. I'll go again with that one, clean it off. And another one. basically you need to keep going until this comes up clean, really. Still a bit of residue there, so more. Don't spare the cotton buds. So give it a good soak in. Tell how old this board is. It says copyright 1987. That tells you how long I've had it for. So please come back to life, little Flukey. No, still slightly. Let's keep going. You can't overdo this. So don't worry about the alcohol, that just evaporates away. Nope, still coming up slightly dirty. Getting better, nearly there. Maybe I'm going a bit too mad on this, but you know, that's what I do. I like to have it just right. Right, that's about as good as I'm going to get that one. So the next one. Pretty mucky. As I say, I have done this before, so I think it's probably just the fact that I've hit it with a fiberglass pencil that it's given up a lot of extra muck. Just clean around the area a little bit as well, just to make doubly sure that nothing is on it. Give it a good flood in. Incidentally, thanks to those that have subscribed to my Patreon page. You know who you are. Very much appreciated, and as I say, the more help I can get, the better, really. I've literally got 1 week left now, and that's it. No income, really. Well, my partner's obviously working, but I'm contributing a little bit, but not a lot. So any help I can get helps me keep doing these videos, because as I say, the spares situation isn't brilliant. Right, I think that's that done. So yeah, just a big thank you to those that have subscribed so far, really. I'm sure many more will, but it's early days. So next we've got to get this display apart. Now, I believe this is just literally clipped in from memory. Yes, it is. Just got to unclip it. Let's just zoom you out a little bit because I'm a bit close there, really. Yes, it's just clipped on. And if you look there, you can see the other side of the strips. Now, to me, that looks pretty clean. I'm just going to very quickly mark the top and bottom there. Well, I don't need to mark top and bottom, I just need to mark the top really, so I'm just going to put a little T up there for top, just so I know which way it came out. And you can see the contacts in underneath there. As I say, the pressure really between, with the screws pulling that in, you can see that is slightly proud, so just the pressure of squeezing this down makes the contact. It might be that these have just got really old and saggy and they're not making brilliant contact, but what we need to do now is take the display out. This just lifts out from memory. What I want is something plastic. It's a cable tie, something like that, just to prise it up with. Again, try not to touch any of this if you can help it, any of the contacts anyway. Come on. Yeah, come. There we go. Well, that's the part numbers probably if I'm going to need it. I'm not sure if 0491 means it was, I suppose it would be April, yeah, April 1991 perhaps, so it's an LS 068C 640581. Let's make sure that I've got my top marked still. Okay, so you can see these are stuck to the glass now. They're not actually glued or anything. They're purely there because they've been stuck with pressure. So just very carefully take them off. That's the old ones. So I don't know if you can see through the glass there. You can just see a very fine imprint of some traces there. So we've got to be really careful with this. So I'm going to flip it over. Make sure nice and clean. Everything is sitting in isopropyl at the moment. It's like an isopropyl bath here. Let's get rid of those dirty cotton buds. Let's get some new ones in. So again, I'm just going to go over this contact area. Remove the isopropyl very gently. Dry it back off again. And the same for the other side. Again, there doesn't look to be anything coming off of this. I have done this previously, so that's probably why. Maybe a little bit there. It's a little bit dirty. Just in there. Right, just get another final dry one and give it the once over. So that is now cleaned. Let's zoom back out again. So, next thing you would do, again, you wouldn't touch these with your hands really. You would get these, get your isopropyl and just clean these edges as if you're keeping these. You can see it's coming off a bit mucky there. Now whether that's some of the material coming off, I don't know, but again, it's a case of going over them, drying them off. Just keep repeating that until they come out clean. Saying that probably never will, because it's probably a carbon compound which will rub off anyway, so it's really just making sure that there's no fingerprint residue or anything like that on it, I suppose. So yeah, as I say, I'm not going to reuse these, but that's what you would do. Just clean both sides up. Make sure you don't touch them with your fingers. So, what I'm going to do then is start preparing for the other ones. Should put the dust or muck in there. Hit that with a bit of isopropyl, just to make sure. Clean it all up. Let's hit that with a bit of air duster. Right, I'm happy that's clean. So, let's pop that back in. Pop its little cover on. There we go. It's held nicely in place now. Now it's time for our new pieces. As I say, I'm not going to touch these, they're brand new. You can see, you can definitely see the zigzagging in these a bit better. Let's see if how close I can get you in on this. If you can see that or not, but there is like a stripy effect in the middle there. So I'm going to put these on the bench really. I'm just going to drop them in. That's one. Zoom back out a little bit so you can see what I'm up to. There's the other one. Just drop them in. Just a case of popping those screws there back in. putting a little bit of pressure on it to try and keep it as even as possible. Oh, wrong screw. No, it's not. That's two. Last two. Sounds like the hens have laid me some eggs again. Hopefully you caught up with my latest chicken video. I will be doing another one soon, but that will go on my Patreon page first, but it'll only be a few days before it comes back on my YouTube channel. There we are. So let's pop a battery in it and see what happens. Moment of truth, fingers crossed. Well, not only has it made no difference, I appear to have got it upside down, which is rather bizarre because I marked it top. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to correct that a minute. Yeah, I'll just loosen the screws off to take the pressure off of it. Don't know why I got that the wrong way around. There you go. I'm sure if I review the video back, I'll see that I've put it in upside down. Right, so it just takes the pressure off. Let's pop this top piece off again. Bizarre. I must have turned the whole frame upside down, perhaps. Try again. As I say, I think we're looking at a new display, unfortunately. This was worth a go, but we shall see. Just put that front cover back on. It makes it easier to turn it on and off. Pop it back. That spring is a pain, I'll tell you. Right. Absolutely no difference, unfortunately. There we go. So it was worth a try, but unfortunately it needs a new display. So if anyone can help me out with that, I'd be really appreciative. Otherwise I've got to keep it with a dull display like that, which I don't really want to do. And alternatively, it's in the parts bin. I'll say it's obviously a late 80s, early 90s machine. So there we are. That's how you do it, but unfortunately in this instance unsuccessful. As I say, I suppose what's happened is I've left it on a windowsill for a long period of time, and no doubt it's just burned into the display and damaged it. So not a lot more I can do with that, but it was worth a try. So if anyone has got one of these and they've got segments missing from the displays, but the display is quite good, then it's well worth doing what I've just shown you and cleaning these up and cleaning the contacts, and that probably 90% of the time will bring it back to life. But as I say, unfortunately with mine it's a little bit more involved than that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Well, that failed but you can't say I don't show you everything. Well worth a try, but back to the drawing board, and I shall be scouring the internet for those one of those displays in the future. So if you like that, give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget, pop onto my Patreon page, have a look, and if you can subscribe, then great. I really would appreciate that. Bye for now.